Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you my latest project, created using a professional quartz-infused primer with medium or coarse grain. For those who don't know, it's a high-quality sand-based primer. In my previous videos, I showed monochromatic finishes, but today is a special occasion. We're turning an ordinary wall into a bright, explosive fireworks display. This isn't just a renovation, it's true art therapy. Let's start with the base. For the background, I chose a deep black color, our night sky. I'm applying the paint as densely as possible, creating an abyss where our light will soon burst forth. Before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Here, we learn how to create magic from simple things. The meditation of color. I'm pouring the primer into small jars in small portions. Watch the way the thick, white base flows into the containers. This is our palette. Do you know why this material is so great? It tints amazingly. You can achieve incredibly rich, electric colors, from neon pinks to deep ocean blues. Not every base can do this. Usually, they're categorized for pastel or saturated tones, but this primer is simply made for experimentation. Feel this moment of color preparation as the beginning of a meditation. Mixing pigments into the sand-filled base is like stirring your own emotions. We're creating our own custom paints for an interior masterpiece. Breathe in and let the creativity flow. The tactile experience. Now we start applying the sand to our favorite wall. Working with a brush here is a special pleasure. Can you hear the sound of the sand grains meeting the surface? It's a rhythmic grounding experience. The sand is distributed unevenly. Where there is more of it, the color seems thicker, more mysterious, and deeper. One important point I want to warn you about. My main mistake at the beginning was that I tried to save money and diluted the primer with water. Never do that. The sand immediately settles to the bottom, and you end up working with just empty emulsion. The result turns out pale, blotchy, and loses that soul-soothing texture. You'll have to redo the work many times. Learn from my experience. Work with thick, rich material. Let it be heavy. Let it be real. The dance of light. I looked up fireworks shapes online. I didn't have real rockets on hand to launch into the sky, so I was inspired by others' photos of light cutting through the darkness. You should try it too. We create a whole palette on the wall and begin to gently mix the colors right in the process. It's like a slow-motion explosion on your canvas. It's pure joy to work with the texture. You can involve the whole family in this kind of creativity. Imagine everyone takes a brush and draws their own ray of energy, their own path of light. In some places, the sand gathers in thick clusters, and there the color simply sings. It catches the light differently from every angle. Once the material dries, the design will become even more interesting, more three-dimensional. Persistence and passion. In the end, I realized that the diluted material didn't suit the vision, so I bought a proper base and started working at full strength. Thick, local, mixing vibrant strokes. I spent 3 days creating this wall. Imagine starting your morning here, surrounded by this burst of color. In between my main work, I returned to this wall just for the pleasure of it. It wasn't work, it was a retreat. Remember, if you don't like something, it's no big deal. Saturated colors allow you to overlay one layer with another at any time. Dark over light, light over dark. There are no rules here, only your sense of beauty and the freedom to change your mind. Prepare plenty of brushes in advance, from wide ones to very narrow ones. The sand blends perfectly while it's fresh, like a soft ocean wave meeting the shore. If you want sharp edges, wait about an hour for the layer to set, and then the colors won't turn into a mush. I acted intuitively, constantly checking with photos of bursts. Sparks, splashes, comet tails, all of this was born right in my head, one stroke at a time. If you're in doubt, practice on a piece of hardboard. Get a feel for the weight of the brush and see how the texture looks up close and from a distance. See how the light plays with the ridges of the sand. And now, the finish. I decided to add pearl and glitters. This is where the magic truly deepens. But here, I made a second foolish mistake out of haste. I poured in too much pearl glaze. My intention was to create a light shimmer, but it turned into a dense layer that ate the saturation of the colors. The sand started to shine, but the brightness was muted, like a firework seen through a light fog. Be careful with the dosage. Next come the glitters, gold and silver particles like tiny fragments of stars. Remember, they constantly settle to the bottom. Stir the mixture every couple of minutes, otherwise you'll have either empty spots or huge patches of glitter on the wall. Consistency is the key to beauty. The wall is still wet. You can see a slight haze from the pearl, but look at how it has come to life. The glitters shimmer like tiny stars in a distant galaxy. For this kind of work, lighting is everything. Under the right lamps, the wall will glow and shift as you move through the room. Well, friends, from a simple quartz-infused primer, we've created a galaxy, a celebration of light and texture. If you enjoyed this experiment, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Tell me, what colors would you choose for your fireworks? You can find all the materials, the professional brushes, and those magical glitters through the link to my Amazon store in the video description. Subscribe to the channel. Let's keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with simple materials. We'll keep on creating. Bye for now.